right back. Come here.
Bag, just one kid.
No, stop asking. The halls are filled with nobles, English and French, rushing hither and yon. I can't risk getting caught in a dalliance, and neither can you.
I know. There's been plenty enough of that already today. Have you heard about Brandon and the princess?
I heard they were caught attempting to flee the court and sail to Spain. Now poor Master Brandon sits awaiting his execution.
Oh, not so. Queen Catherine has already broke with His Majesty. She's interceded with him to give Brandon a hearing before he's executed. She's a clever one, our queen. She'll save Brandon yet if she can.
For what? He's already lost his love. I feel terrible for them. Poor Princess Mary won't ever escape her marriage to the French king now. I'd rather die than know I'd never see my love again.
Oh, come now, darling. She'll have the throne of France. I mean, that's quite a consolation if you ask me. But now, I have to go and collect our prisoner. Sorry to abandon you.
You know where to find me. Cleaning up after the nobles, the invisible servant.
You're not invisible. I always.
You're kind.
I'm not too kind, love. I'm tempting you.
I knew it would not happen, Your Majesty. These English are not to be trusted.
What are you on about, de Longueville? Oh, the hearing. I told you, let it go for now.
But there should not be a hearing. King Henry's proclamation was that anyone who assisted the Princess Mary to escape was to receive a sentence of execution without the benefit of trial. But now, because the culprit is a crony of the king's, he receives special treatment. If these English cannot be trusted to follow even their own laws, of what use is any treaty we may have with them?
I do not care about that. King Henry and Queen Catherine are bending over backwards after the king's embarrassment over his sister's reluctance to marry me. And in a short time, you will get your execution, and I will get my bride. It is the goal that is important to Longueville, not the road that we took to achieve it.
I sincerely hope you are correct, my liege, but I fear there will be a few more bumps in this road.
Speaking of roads, is everything prepared for my journey back to France with my new bride?
As soon as the official proposal has been made, Your Majesty. The Princess Mary's trousseau has already been packed and boarded, and Mistresses Colette and Anne are with her now.
Excellent. And when we are back in France, a short wedding, and then we can attend to the business of creating heirs. Think of it, you two. With her, youth and beauty, and my experience and solidarity combined, we shall create an heir to be envied throughout all of Europe.
Exactly, my liege. And since there is no time like the present, why don't we take these few quiet moments before the trial, and Lady Margaret can prepare you for your bride.
Of course.
This way, my liege.
Of course. After all, the sooner that Charles Brandon is executed, the sooner that Princess Mary can start forgetting about him and start focusing on me.
But it all seems so unfair.
What is unfair, Your Majesty? I thought the king was uncharacteristically lenient in your case. So great was his relief in fighting you that you received no punishment.
No punishment! I have been treated worse than his hawks or his hounds. First, I'm sold in marriage to the King of France, a man I cannot possibly love. Then, when I try to escape my fate, Charles, the man I actually love, is sentenced to death for treason. Henry is a tyrant and he must be stopped.
Hush, princess. The king must not hear you speak thusly about him. It is only by the merest chance that you yourself were not arrested for treason to the crown. Henry was furious when he found out what you did.
He was angry, was he? Well, good.
Ladies, please, I will speak to the princess in private a moment. As you wish, Your Majesty. Ladies? Mary, I am truly sorry that Charles is to die, but you must realize that a princess cannot please her heart alone, but the hearts of her subjects and countrymen. Your love for him is forbidden. You are consort for a king.
wish I were a commoner and free to love whom I choose. But I suppose you can't fight the king, even if he is your own brother. The law is the law.
Or can you fight him? The law is the law. After all, you have just given me an idea. Do not despair, princess. There may yet be a way to save your love.
Behold the traitor Charles Brandon, brought low by the king's justice.
You don't have to shout the charges against me with such enthusiasm, Mayor. I think you take your job as herald a little too gravely. I'm not on my way to the executioner yet.
Near enough as I can tell, my lord. There is just this brief mention of the audience with His Majesty, then it's a short trip off to the block for you.
Nay, I do not think that my friend, King Henry, will execute me so rashly.
Where's that traitor Charles Brandon? The scoundrel dead yet?
If His Majesty would listen to my entreaties for mercy.
There will be no mercy, Archbishop. My plans will not be thwarted.
Plans for the good of England, he means.
Of course, no one is suggesting otherwise.
Whatever. Let him die and be done with it.
My husband will recall that he has promised an audience with the condemned before any execution is to take place.
A fair trial of sorts.
Yes, fair.
The law will be about. I will not.
Oh dear, you did promise.
No, I did. Fine then. Let the blackguard come forth.
He is here, Your Majesty, ready to face his judgment.
Excellent.
Read out the charge against him, Herald. The traitor Charles Brandon herefore stands accused for aiding and abetting the Princess Mary in her attempts to undo the words of our Royal Majesty, King Henry, the sentence for which is death.
But not yet married.
His Majesty has graciously agreed to hear the defendant's testimony. Standing as witness to this testimony shall also be Queen Catherine of Aragon, the aforementioned Princess Mary, members of the French court, and the primary victim of this infamy, King Louis of France.
Here, here.
Lay it on a little thick, aren't we, Harold?
Not thick enough, I'll warrant.
You were caught red-handed in your treasonous act.
See, I told you this would happen.
Indeed. And everyone can see now that your predictions were borne out by the truth. Charles Brandon was caught seducing the Princess Mary just as you said.
By you yourself, de Longueville. I'll repay you for that favor if I can.
You won't get the chance, Brandon. You are going
Silence! The charges have been read. Do you have anything to say in your own defense?
No. Your Majesty has been most kind to see me at all.
Haven't I, though? Well, then it but remains for me to pass sentence. Charles Brandon, for your crimes against the crown, I do hereby
Your
sentence
Majesty,
you.
my brother, wait.
What is it, Mary? Haven't you done enough?
I hereby request that the prisoner be granted the boon of a trial by combat.
What?
It is a correct request, my husband. Whatever he is accused of, Master Brandon is a noble, and as such deserves the right to prove his innocence by the strength of his arms. Isn't that right, your grace?
As far as I know, it's
This is outrageous.
Isn't it?
Outrageous or not, it is the law, and the law is to be upheld this day. Didn't you say so yourself, my husband?
I did. Very well. If someone can be found to take up the challenge, let the trial by combat proceed. Well, what about you, Your Majesty? You are the one most injured by this fellow. Will you not take up arms and smite him in the name of justice?
Me? Nay, Your Majesty. We French consider ourselves lovers rather than fighters.
I will fight in the name of His Majesty. I have some unfinished business with this Charles Brandon.
Don't we all? At Brandon a sword, let him prove his innocence.
Your Majesty, is this wise? There is a chance that Brandon may yet go free, despite the immensity of his crime.
Not likely. My Duke is more than a match for an English blade.
Oh, well, that'll be the day. Give him a sword, I say.
What was that, de Longueville? Unfinished business? You mean that I was the better fighter the last time we stood together? You mean, despite your unfair advantage in numbers?
No, that I defeated you, but was denied the chance of killing you myself.
Come along, then.
Well done, Sir Charles, well done!
Yes.
Excellent.
What
for, Sir Charles?
Careful, he's fast. Trick it.
Yes, do it.
Yes, right!
Show him.
Let the care, ladies.
Down the road.
That's it! Excellent.
That's it. Oh, look at that. That's a good idea.
You can do it.
Oh, careful. That's it, right there. Jab it. Well done.
Did you happen to mention how you nearly won last time, Duke? Or would your sainted patron, the King of France, be ashamed to know that you attacked an unarmed girl, the Princess Mary herself, in order to turn the tide of battle, even though the numbers were on your side?
What?
It is true. No, that cannot.
De Longueville, is this how you prove your superiority to the English? By committing a base act that is killing my intendant?
Superiority? Who's superior? Only England.
Perhaps this battle will decide that.
My lords and ladies, the winner of the trial by combat, Sir Charles Brandon! There's your French superiority for you, Louis. My man has beaten yours.
Praise God!
Your man, and Charles is forgiven.
Well, of course he won the trial by combat, didn't he? What do you take me for? In fact, since he proved our English superiority, I feel inclined to grant him a boon. Anything he likes.
Your Majesty, I request that I be allowed... I respectfully yield my boon to that of the Princess Mary.
Can he do
The
that?
Archbishop!
Oh, you want something now, do you? What is it? Not to go to France, I suppose.
Nay, dear brother, it is not that at all. If today's events have taught me anything, it is this important lesson. I will never again go against the king's wishes. I hereby promise that I will marry the King of France.
You will.
She'll marry me. I shall have my bride.
And we shall have our queen. Come, ladies, there are still trunks to be boarded.
Wait, all of you. I have one condition. I will do this if my brother will promise me, here in front of these witnesses, that should anything go amiss with this marriage, I shall be allowed to choose my second husband myself.
Clever princess.
Disgraceful putting the king on the spot like this.
Shame! I disagree. I think it's brilliant.
Will you? Oh, I don't know. Catherine, what do you think?
I think His Majesty has already decided to grant his sister's wishes just to keep the peace. Remember the treaty to France. This will accomplish that goal in no more kilometrics.
Well, that's
And
true.
really, how could it be?
You are right, of course, as always, my love. What would I do without you? Very well then, sister mine. I promise.
In front of these witnesses.
In front of them.
Thank you, brother.
Now, Louis, let us retire to another place where we can finalize our treaty. You there, wake up that DeLongville fellow and bring him along. Charles, I want you in on this as well.
Of course, my lord. Ever your faithful servant.
Goodbye, Charles.
Goodbye, Mary.
Oh, yes. Goodbye for now, Princess Mary. I shall see you at the wedding. Oh, I cannot wait!
Court will seem awfully dull after this, Anne. Oh, I'm sure the Princess Mary will keep it lively. Don't be sad, Mary. You saved your love today. And who knows, something wonderful may happen in the future. You may yet wind up in the arms of your love.
Oh, I know, Catherine. And I'm not a bit sad. I know exactly what's going to happen in the future, and it will be wonderful. Love will win out in the end, you'll see. Someday, and soon, thanks to my brother's promise. I, Princess Mary Tudor, sister to King Henry, will marry Charles Brandon. God save the king!
God save the king!
Aunt, getting up in the world.
Mag! How long have you been standing there? Did you just hear that?
I heard. I'm going to lose my princess to friends.
Not for long if she has anything to say about it. If she has her way, Princess Mary will be back here next year. Then this trouble will start all over again.
That's the kind of trouble I'd like to be in. Love trouble.
Well, perhaps that is something that I can help you with.
Oh, but what about your throne, my lovely mayor turned herald turned monarch?
I'm abdicating my throne for love. That's it, go home.